worked on this car about a month ago, and we added scoops. We also added the stop take big brake kits.
We're doing a really big brake kit in the front. We're upgrading the rear pads.
So when it was here the last time, they had the backing plates and the big brake kits that didn't have anything for scoops in the front. They had the hose, but no scoops. So since then, they've got some 3D printed scoops that we have to attach to the bumper and hook that up. They're 2.5 for the 3D printed. It has 3-inch hose. The backing plates for the rotors are 3-inch. So that is not a huge deal. We can take some of the wire out of that. This is the 2.5 it's applied. I don't think it's going to be long enough. When I say I don't think, I know it's not going to be long enough. This goes from here over to the back side here where we put the tube on here. We need to route it and tie it up above the axle right here. One piece is going to work on one side. That's the key here. Is obviously there's not a whole lot of movement here like the front steering. This is just going up and down the steering. Obviously everything moves. The hose has to be clear of everything. This will be pretty straightforward. We just can't have it rubbing that axle, which is plenty of room. We'll put this up here. I'll show you how I do it. It's basically, it doesn't have to be really pretty. You just got to make sure it's attached. More zip ties the better. You can build brackets and hoses and such, but I don't want to run his bill up building custom things if we don't need it. So I got a bunch of messages and even comments in the last video about the MITA wheels. This car here has the same spec wheels as my car, so I figured I would show you these wheels. We'll show you the exact sizing, which is what I have, and we'll also weigh the front and back if this is something you're interested in. This is the front wheel. I'm going to get a weight for you just for those that are interested. I did do the video when we did ours, but some people haven't been able to find that video. 17 by 8 plus 53, and it is a 70.1 bore. Of course, it's 5 on 114.3 right there. You see that? We're looking at a 215, 45, 17 on the front. I honestly think a 225 looks better. It's not terrible, but that tire does roll in a little bit, but it's not terrible. These are hub-centric, which means that hub fits your S2000 perfect. That's very important. Helps with the balance and trueness of the wheel. Even the Mugen wheels don't have that. They have a hub-centric spacer. The Falcon tires, right there, the Azinis, we are looking at 32.15 for the front. Back wheel, 17 by 9 plus 63. The bore is a 64.1. Same again, 5 by 114.3. These are the rear. The tire he is running on these, they're a Falcon tire also. Right there, 245, 40, 17. I would go with a 255 for sure. You're not going to rub. It's the same size tires I have on ours, and this is the same spec wheel. Let's get a weight of this wheel for you. 36.8 on the back. Keep in mind, these are not the stiffest tires. If you get a tire with a stiffer sidewall, they're probably going to be a little heavier because there is more material and more weight in the sidewall. But for a 17 by 9 wheel, that is very, very light, and of course it's forged. Check out MITA's website, and don't forget your LHT code. It's LHT S2000. You're going to take 10% off, and it's good until the 27th of November. It's a promotion we're doing with them. We're not getting any kickbacks. All we're doing is trying to look good with MITA and look good with you guys, and basically give you guys opportunity to save some money. The back one is finished now, so I added a stainless Norma clamp around there. We still have our zip ties just to keep it way above on that axle. Again, I didn't use a clamp here because I didn't want it to break that 3D printed scoop, but we have plenty here. This has plenty of flex right here, so as the suspension goes up and down, it's not going to rub anything. We should be good there. So once they get their other hose, either we can install it or they can. I'm going to give them all the materials to do it themselves. Then they can kind of just look at our side and measure it. We got the 3-inch coming off here. Same thing, everything is attached tightly up there. These scoops are 2.5-inch. So what we've done is use some 2.5-inch silicone that expands pretty good. You see it's actually bulged out a little bit there. That actually fits between that and the 3-inch hose right here, and the way the intercooler piping is, that scoots right over the top of it. It's pretty much in line. This will obviously contour to what you need, so it's best to leave it long, attach it, and then when you push it back, it gets out of your way. So that's our solution for the front. There's our car right here waiting for the next piece of the puzzle. This one is done. Scoops are on, hoses are on. Now he's going to have cooler brakes. It's the end of the day. It's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. don't forget, enjoy your cars.